And welcome everybody to the mj&ty podcast show, the bubbliest Browns or a sports talk show that you can probably think of. That may or may not be true, as it's completely subjective. But anyways, we are talking about the Browns in a week one recap as they took on the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, and Ty's predictions were wrong again.
Can I explain something? I'm disappointed in you. 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 Oh, I got one more. So disappointed in you for picking the Chiefs.
I was right, though.
I got that out.
Unfortunately, I struggled to pick the Browns in week one because, they suck in week one. They've sucked for the past 18 years in week one.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Okay, when's the last time the Browns won in week one?
Let's see. Look up, because
let's see. Google's just giving me the scores from this past week. 33-29 in favor of Kansas City.
You the one who jinxed it, so.
Well, I mean, it's a brand new defense. You're still missing Odell Beckham. Still didn't have Grant Delpit. And there were a couple of mistakes. Some were more costly than others. Jamie Gillen. Gillum.
Marc, calm down. Because I know you want to go off. So I'm going to let you go first. You go first.
All right. So first of all, I don't harp on people for making errors such as what the Browns made. Or like I don't harp on people for making physical errors. Like I don't harp on Gillum for dropping the ball. I don't harp on Baker for throwing that interception, and I'm not going to harp on Chubb fumbling the ball. However, the mistakes by Gillum and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Fortunately, Peoples-Jones's mistake of going for that one punt that sailed over his head was ultimately inconsequential, or there weren't very many large consequences from that particular play. But I am going to question the punter's decision to pick up the drop snap and run with it. He had time to kick it away, and he should have kicked it away. And okay. I do think that if you take away any one of these mistakes, the Browns still amazingly beat the Chiefs. Or the Browns would have amazingly defeated Kansas City. Which is odd because Kansas City played immaculate football.
That what you can say? That what you can say for right now? It's immaculately?
Immaculate?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were immaculate. Now, what would have been even more immaculate is if the Browns somehow made two of these mistakes and still went on to beat them by by 4 or 5 points.
All right, my thoughts.
Yep.
Like, I don't blame Baker for that interception. Like you said, I don't blame Baker for that interception. I don't blame, like, errors, like, yeah, like, I don't count this as an error, but, like, I don't blame Baker for the interception. I don't blame Nick Chubb for the fumble. I don't blame, we can go down the list.
Yeah.
You and me can go down the list for this entire episode. But here's the thing. The Browns did play amazing. We did play amazing. We were up halfway. We were up halfway. I don't know, like, the only player that I think the Chiefs were missing was the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger was out. I thought the Browns offense would take advantage of that.
Yeah. You can see that they kind of tried to take advantage of it with Anthony Schwartz. I mean, if that dude can keep that up with his speed, holy crap, he's gonna have an amazing year. Also, I don't know how many of you guys have heard of this YouTuber called a Quincy Carrier. But anyways, I was watching the video that he put out today, and he pointed out something that I didn't see him in the game. And what he pointed out is one thing that makes the Chiefs so amazing on offense is their ability to deke out the defenses. Like if you cover Tyreek Hill, then like if you cover Tyreek Hill, and if he acts like he's gonna catch a pass, then that's either going to open up a Travis Kelce or a running lane for Patrick Mahomes. And on Sunday, the Browns were starting to do that. It's something you can only do with chemistry, and I see that because it does take a really good timing with the receivers and the quarterback. And there was one play where Baker rolled out to his left, and Austin Hooper went downfield, and went up like he was going to act like he was going to catch a pass, and that took Daniel Sorensen off coverage for him, who was really going to catch the pass, which was Harrison Bryant. And they ended up getting a pretty big gain from that play.
All right, so I could we. My thing is that Scruffle, however you want to call that Scruffle, that trash talk against the sidelines.
Oh, that's the scuffle.
Yeah,
with Ronnie Harrison and the Chiefs coach.
Yeah,
that was baloney.
I think that what changed the whole game, and I think that would gave, I would say, the Chiefs a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit
I'm
of,
sorry, how much?
little bit,
Little bit. Little bit.
little bit of breather room to come back. Would you say? Would you say, because you saw the Scruffle?
Yeah.
You saw the Scruffle. I saw the Scruffle. Like,
And I think it's complete baloney that that players in the NFL are held to a higher standard than coaches. Like, come on. It's not that way, and there's not that sort of hierarchy in other sports. Like, if you look at a sport like baseball, managers and coaches are getting ejected. They get ejected a lot. Usually, as a matter of fact, they usually get ejected more than players do. Now, managers also argue a lot more than players do. But there's just not the same hierarchy that the NFL has. I'm sorry, but how is it okay for? I mean, I get it that that the coach didn't like the fact that Ronnie Harrison stepped on his player. I don't think that was I don't think that was intended. I mean, because if you look back at the play, Harrison was trying to move away, and he accidentally got bumped by one of the Chiefs, and it looked like that may have bumped him back in and prompted him to put his foot down on the other guy. But for a coach to come in and push a player, and then when the player pushes back, only the player gets ejected. Come on,
I
man.
thought they both shouldn't got ejected, because
I think it's my thoughts are this: if you're going to eject anyone, eject both people. Like, they're both equally responsible for their actions.
like that. Sorry to cut you off, but that just shows, like, the league, that, like, every league, like, you can look at hockey, for example. Hockey players get to beat each other up
Within reason. But yes.
So, like, I think this is a good look. I wouldn't say a bad look for the NFL, but, like, they both shouldn't got ejected, not the player. Not just one, like, two, because that was just a wrong call.
My thoughts are this: in situations like this, you either eject both people responsible, or you eject nobody. Absolutely no. It is absolutely unfair to hold one person to a higher responsibility for their actions than someone else. If it were two players that got it into it, both of them would be ejected, and that would be more fair.
I just
now, obviously,
think
whether or not they should have been ejected is completely situational, but
both players shouldn't be. Like, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But, like, they both shouldn't be ejected, or don't eject them at all. Because when you look at it, it's like, okay, what does this mean now for the NFL?
It means that Roger Goodell still has no idea what the hell he's doing. I mean,
All right.
I say
All
that
right.
after I've
You
been
froze.
watching Rob Manfred sit league for a while.
You froze. You froze.
You froze
Just
on me
a-
too.
What's next?
All right, so next up, well, on the bright side, at least the Browns play the Texans on Sunday, so there's that to look forward to, and we could just completely forget that this Chiefs game happened.
We got
at least for a little bit.
We got
Just kidding.
something
No, we
planned
can't.
on Sunday, right?
What?
We got something planned on Sunday, right?
We haven't worked it out just yet.
It's still in discussion.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, why'd you bring it up?
One of these days, you're just going to show up one of these days, we're going to have a studio and you're going to show up and just throw a big pie in front of my face.
A big cream pie?
Yes, a big cream pie.
And you'd do the show like that.
Huh?
You would do the show like that.
What?
That's fun.
What? You want me to get a hand and every time I say something wrong, I get a pie in my face?
Yes, that'd be funny.
So what you're saying is that you want me to go out and buy a hand. So every time I make a mistake, a giant pie will come in my face.
Yep. Anytime you give a wrong take,
my takes are never wrong. So
I think that'd be kind of funny. I think it'd be even funnier as if what would be even funnier is if you got Colin Cowherd and Skip Bayless to do that with you. I'm sorry, but those guys have the absolute worst takes I've ever heard.
Did you hear his take today?
Colin Cowherd's?
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure it's pretty ridiculous. I mean,
it was. Trust me.
The guy actually.
Trust me, it was.
I can't take that guy seriously at all, considering the fact that he was chastising Baker Mayfield because Baker claimed he saw a UFO. Let that soak in.
Do you think? I'll say this off camera because it's more funny off camera.
Ooh, Ty spilling the tea.
Because I can't spill the tea on camera.
Why? Because we'd get demonetized?
Yes. And we don't want that, do we?
Screw you, YouTube.
We don't want that, do we?
No, I mean, this channel's not monetized at the moment either.
All right. But anyways, after all of that, what were we talking about?
Browns versus the Houston Texans coming up.
All right. Do you want to go first or should I?
All I gotta say is the Texans are coming off a win from what's probably going to be the first ever 0-17 team, and that ain't saying a ton.
Did you hear that they turned down a trade?
I did not.
Did you hear that they turned down a trade for first round picks?
I did not, but I'm not surprised. I mean, they definitely needed Trevor Lawrence.
To send Watson somewhere.
Oh, you're talking about the Texans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted King's ransom for that guy. I don't get it. Like, no team's gonna give up that much for all these problems.
Just trade him to like San Francisco for like Jimmy G or Green Bay for like
Jordan Love.
no, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Rodgers wants out of Green Bay anyways. So who knows?
That showed week one that he wanted out.
Anyways, we got the NFL's week 2 is starting tonight. We got starting with the Washington football team and the New York Giants.
I had a lot of people come after me saying I said the wrong name last week.
Oh, you said another wrong name.
For the Washington.
For the football team?
Yeah.
Well, considering they've forgotten what their name is, I can't blame you for forgetting what it is too.
Thank you, because like I was like trying to figure this out. Like, all right, let's just jump into the matchups for week 2.
All right. Well,
because I don't want to tell a whole story and then.
Well, this is and I think the video might end up being a little long time. Actually, it's getting kind of long now. And on that note, this has been the mj&ty podcast show. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to our other channels, and watch the NFL. Not paid to say that. Just watch the NFL. I know you're going to do it anyways. Keep your heads in the game.